The filly is going to take on the boys. This should be a good one. This is a fun, competitive race. It's the Grade 1 Travers Stakes at Saratoga on Saturday. Before I take a look at the race, there's a couple things I like to mention. First of all, those of you who are new to my channel and you've recently subscribed, I want to welcome you to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. As always, I give a full field analysis. I like playing exotics, exactas, trifectas, and superfectas, so I pick 4 horses. From that group, I will pick one winner. Those of you who have supported my channel every week, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your continued support of my channel. I also like to mention that last weekend I only posted an analysis for one race. And I wanted to cover more races. So there was the Lake Placid. I didn't cover that one. Del Mar Oaks. I didn't cover that race either. I only covered one race. And the reason for that being is that last week was a pretty rough week for me and my family. A couple weeks ago, unfortunately, my aunt passed away. And we had her service last week. God bless my aunt. May she rest in eternal peace. And in addition to my service, I also had a prostate biopsy. If you've ever had one of those, you know that they are not fun. The procedure itself isn't fun, and when the procedure is done, the effects of the biopsy isn't fun either. And then you have to wait for your results to come in to learn whether or not you have cancer. I just got my results in, and I am happy to report, thank God, I do not have cancer. Once again, thank God, I do not have cancer. You know what? Why don't you smash that like button for me not having cancer? Whether you like my analysis, my picks or not, smash that like button anyway. It was very stressful waiting on those results. When I got the call from my doctor, and I saw it was him, it was stressful. Up until he told me that I have an enlarged prostate, but I don't have cancer. And thank God for that. So with that being said, there's a lot of racing this weekend. You guys are going to be hearing from me, Lord say the same, for a very long time. Let's take a look at race number 13 at Saratoga on Saturday. It's the Grade 1 Travers Stakes. It's 1.25 miles with a purse of $1.25 million. We're going to start off with the filly, Thorpedo Anna, at 3-1. She's a perfect 2 for 2 at Saratoga. And all she's done is just simply be awesome. She won the Grade 2 Fantasy by 4. Follow that up. Kentucky Oaks win by 4 3/4. Then another Grade 1 win in the Acorn. Then another Grade 1 win by 4 1/2. Well, this is the toughest field that she's faced. The last time a filly won this race was 1915. She's going to be forward. She should have some company up front. Can she beat the boys? Now, if you're a fan of Beyer speed figures, well, she's yet to run a triple-digit Beyer speed figure. Her fastest is 99. She's got some nice workouts coming into this one. Ken McPeak says she's ready to go. You're getting 3-1 on the one horse, Thorpedo Anna. I will use Thorpedo Anna on my tickets. Let's take a look at the horse that managed to break your heart a few times if you pick him to win. It's Sierra Leone. Broke his maiden at Aqueduct. A couple races after that. The Grade 2 race start at the Fairgrounds, and then followed up with a Grade 1 win in the Bluegrass Stakes. In the Kentucky Derby, lost by just a nose. Chad Brown placed jockeys, got rid of Tyler, placed him with Pratt. In Belmont, he was favored in the Belmont. Finished third. Next time out in Jim Dandy, it's 4-5 in that race. Finished second. This race sets up well for Sierra Leone. There's several horses that like to be forwardly placed in this race. But does that sound familiar? Remember the Jim Dandy? That race also set up well for Sierra Leone. But if you go back to my analysis, I mentioned that sometimes when you have a race where there's several speed horses, sometimes the speed doesn't materialize. See, some of the jockeys, they get a little bit skittish. So when you're expecting a fast pace, you may not get it. That's what happened in the Jim Dandy. Some of the horses you expect to go to lead, well, they didn't. That race set up perfectly for Fierceness. Can we expect the same in this race? It's 7-2 on Sierra Leone. Out of 7 races, he's never been out of the money. He spent $2.3 million on this horse. 6 of the last 15 Travers winners previously raced in the Jim Dandy. I'm going to use Sierra Leone on my tickets. 8-1, Unmatched Wisdom. Trained by Chad Brown. Well, this horse is a perfect 3 for 3. Broke his maiden over a muddy track, winning by 6 1/4. Next time out, 1 1/8. Won by 5 3/4. Both of those races were with Lasix, so they took him off with Lasix. It didn't matter. He went gate to wire and increased his speed figure again. And at the distance of 1 1/8. He should be forward in this race. This is a big step up in class. He's losing Pratt, but he gets Irad. You're getting 8-1 on the 3 horse. Unmatched Wisdom. Take a look at Corporate Power. Broke his maiden at Gulfstream. A couple races after that, on the Sir Barton at Pimlico. Next time out, took on Unmatched Wisdom and finished second. He's got a bullet workout coming into this one. His jockey, Castellano, well, he's won this race 7 times. His trainer, Suge McGahee, he's won this race 4 times. Getting 15-1 on the 4 horse. Corporate Power. Take a look at another horse that would like to be forward. It's Batten Down. At 20-1. Now, he's one of only 2 horses in this race with the win at the distance of 1 1/4. He broke his maiden at 1 1/4 at Churchill, and boy, did he ever break it. Won by 8 3/4. Next time out in Ohio Derby, He won that race by a length and 3/4. Then he stepped him up in class, and Jim Dandy finished third behind Fierceness and Sierra Leone, getting 20-1 on the 5-horse, batting down. Take a look at Anna Marie. He's back. Anna Marie at 20-1. Finished second in the Louisiana Derby. Next time out in the Kentucky Derby, he couldn't ask for a worse start. It was awful. He was bounced around back and forth. Kentucky Derby was over for him early. Finished 8th in that race. And next time out in the Belmont, he got bumped a little bit in the Belmont. He did make up some ground. Managed to finish 4th. Behind by 5.5. He would love a fast pace. He might get it. Blinkers are coming on. Getting 20-1 on Anna Marie. At 5-2 is Door Knock. Is he the best 3-year-old in the country? He's the other horse with a win at the distance. You know he's going to be forward. He does his best racing when he's forward. He doesn't need to lead, but he's going to be pretty close to it. Won the Grade 1 Belmont by 1/2 length. Next time out in Haskell, he won that race by 1.25 lengths. He likes this track. 2 races, a win and a second. He's put together 2 back-to-back solid races and solid speed figures. 106 and a 100. His buyer speed figures are 103 and 101. The last horse to win the Haskell and the Travers was Point Given. That was back in 2001. You're getting 5-2 on the 7-horse Door Knock. I will use Door Knock on my tickets. Oh, and to close out this field, it is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's Fierceness. Good old Fierceness. Last time out in Jim Dandy, I picked him to win that race. And he did not disappoint. He's a perfect 2-for-2 at Saratoga. Can he put together back-to-back wins? Todd Pletcher didn't want to run him in this race. He wanted to run him in the Pennsylvania Derby. And Mike Rapoli said, oh, not so fast. He's going to race in the Travers. Who's going to show up in this one? If he runs his best, no one's catching him. Not the other Colts, not the Philly. If he runs his best, they can't beat him. You're getting 3-1 on the 8-horse Fierceness. Does he want this distance? I will use Fierceness on my ticket. So these are the horses that I'm using. I'm using Thorpedo Anna, Sierra Leone, Door Knock, and Fierceness. I think either one of those horses could win the race. It wouldn't surprise me if either one of those horses win this race. The horse I'm going to pick to win, I'm going with the 7-horse Door Knock. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.